बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अच्छा बच्चों, now welcome back on my channel. Today we have continuation of our previous topic, that was the yearly past paper. And in the yearly past paper I started the past paper of October November 2025, and I completed question number 1 2 till 10. Okay, remaining part and that video I have already uploaded on my channel. Okay, that video is based on the remaining questions of yearly past paper October November 2025. Okay, and inshallah, hopefully I have a complete series of past paper, yearly past paper solutions till 2020, and hopefully that will be very helpful for my students and you people as well. Okay, so bachcho, let's start now. The question number 11 is a factory makes batteries. A batch of 2000 batteries are tested and 228 are found to be faulty. Okay, what does it mean? In a factory 2000 batteries are tested, yani 2000 batteries are tested, and out of 2000 batteries 28 are found to be faulty, yani 28 are faulty, yani defective hai. Now next, the factory makes total, for example, 1,25,000 batteries, yani factory makes 1,25,000 batteries. Calculate the number of these 1,25,000 batteries that are expected to be faulty, yani out of 1,25,000 batteries, how many batteries are defective you have to, or faulty you have to find it. Okay, so guys, now let's start this question. First of all, you know that just find out the ratio of this value with respect to, yani 28 with respect to 2000. So we need to find out 28 divided by 2000. Okay, so 28 divided by 2000 and multiply this ratio with respect to total number of values. Total number of batteries are 1,25,000. Okay, what we did, we calculate the ratio how many batteries are faulty with respect to this value, yani 28 with respect to 2000. What is the ratio, कितना रेशो बन रहा है, then that ratio value multiply by 1,25,000 batteries. So you will find the number of expected batteries out of 1,25,000 batteries, कि how many number of batteries are to be faulty, कौन सी expected batteries जो होंगी faulty होंगी. तो just calculate here simply. So multiply this one. Okay, so you can just cancel out 3 zeros here. Okay, so the answer is 28 multiplied by 125 divided by 2. Okay, so the answer is 1750 batteries. Okay, batteries are expected to be faulty. Acha, in the question number 12 part A, write in standard form. Okay, you have to convert in standard form. Acha guys, we know very well, when we move left side from zeros, so you will have 10 to power positive value. Okay, when we move left side towards the value, so you will have 10 to power to be negative. You got my point. For example, I just explain you. Let's say मैं एक अलग पेपर पे आपको एक्सप्लेन करूं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस वन इज के 37000. You have to take it in the standard form. To move it 1 2 3, So what about this one? It is 3.7 10 s to power 1 2 3 10 s to power positive 3. Okay, for example, if you move leftward, let's say this value is this one, 0.333 yani 37. You make it to the standard form. So 1 2 3, so 3.7 equal to 10 s to power minus 3. Look at this one. You got my point? This is the technical difference. When we move leftward, so you will have the positive value. When you will move rightward, so you will have a negative value of 10. Okay, in our question, clear? So in our question you will have this value. What about this one? Standard form. So now this is your value 372 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so what about this one? Clear? So your answer is, so how many values you have to move? You have to move कितनी values हैं? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so your answer is 3.7 1 2 3 4. Okay, yeah, let me correct it. 1 2 3 4 10 s to power 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4 10 s to power minus 4. Okay, let me correct. कितनी values move हुई हैं? 1 2 1 1 2 3 4 10 s to power 4 1 2 3 4 10 s to power minus 4. So now how many values you are moving here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 10 s to power 8. It is a standard form. Now you need to calculate this value. Okay, what about this one? It is 2.21 multiplied by 10 s to power 5. Okay, you know that when we move 10 as a denominator as a numerators. So what about this one? This is what? It is 10 s to power minus 1. Clear? And solve this value. This value is 2.21 divided by what? 6.5. Okay, so it is 0.34. Okay, now 0.34, when we move point here, so it is 3.4 into 10 s to power minus 1 and into 10 s to power minus 1. So what about this one? 3.4 into 10 s to power minus 2. So your answer is 3.4 into 10 s to power minus 2. You got my point? So that is the standard form. For the standard form, we move leftward. Just count the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 3.7 into 10 s to power positive 8. If we move rightward, so you will have the minus 10 s to power minus value. Clear? So when we move upward, this 10, so it's become 10 s to power minus 6. So now takes the base is same, so you will have the minus 1. So now solve this question further. So now it is 3.4 into 10 s to power minus 2. So we have completed question number 11 and question number 12. Now move for question number, next question. Just a minute. Okay, guys, uh, this is question number 13. These are first five terms of sequence 3, 8, 13, 18, 23. Find the next term of the sequence. Achha, first of all, one important thing, when you have a common difference in the series, in the number of series, okay, so that will be called, it is called AP, arithmetic progression. So now look at this series. There is the common difference. 3 to 8 is 5, 8 to 3 is 5, 13 to 18 is 5, 18 to 23 is 5. Okay, so now you will have the difference of 5, right? 3, 8, 13, 23. So 5, 5, 5, and what about the next? 5 is 28. Okay, so your next number will be 28. Find an expression for the nth terms of the sequence. Nth term of the sequence you have to find out. So I have decided it is an arithmetic progression. So formula for arithmetic progression for nth term is, it is AP, because number has common difference. Okay, you don't need to write this explanation, just I am writing for your understanding, because it has common difference. The number has common difference of 5. So nth term of AP, what about the nth term of AP? Okay, so you will have the formula for nth term of AP. Just write down here. Okay, so AP nth term, AN equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Yeah, so it is, A is first term is 3, n minus 1, we don't know n, the difference is what? The difference is 5. So your answer is 3 plus 5n minus 5. So your answer is what? 5n minus 2. It is your answer. You got my point? Now next, Tn is the nth term of a different sequence. Okay, these are the first 5 terms of the sequence. Tn is the nth term of a different sequence. Okay, these are the 5 term of this sequence. T1 is 3 over 5, T2 is 8 over 9, 13 over 6, 18 over 25, 23 over 36. You need to find out the T25. Okay, first of all, look at the numerator. The numerator has the difference of 5, so it is the arithmetic progression. 3 plus 5 8, 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 5 18, 18 plus 5 23, and again the next number will be 23, 23 plus 5 will be 28. So numerator for nth term will be what? 5n minus 2. You got my point? Because it is kind of arithmetic progression. Now what about the denominator is here? in that series. Denominator is 4. What about the 4? It is square of 2. Okay. Or next one is 2 plus 1. What? 3. Square of 3 is 9. Next is 3. 3 plus 1. Square of 3 plus 1 is 4. Square of 4 is 16. So when we move, it is, look at this one. This is n, which is 2. Okay. This one is n plus 1. This is 3. It is again, what about similarly square of 3, square of 2? What about 4? 9. So it means that will be what? 3 plus 1 square. Okay, right? Similarly it will be what? 5 plus 1 square. Similarly it will be 4 plus 1 square. It will be 5 plus 1 square. Okay, so I can write this one, Tn. This is nth term, which will be what? 5n minus 2 upon n plus 1 square. Okay, n plus 1 square. What? 2 square, 3 square. Similarly what? 5 plus 1 square, and next will be 6 plus 1 square. Again, what will be? That will be 6 plus 1 square, and so on. Clear? So you will have what? If n is 2, तो अब हम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं? इसको हम ये कर रहे हैं 3 का स्क्वायर, 2 का स्क्वायर, now the 4 square. What about the 5 square? What about the 6 square? And this is 7th square. So what you will have? N plus 1 square, 5n minus 2. You need to find out the T25. Okay, so T25 you need to find out. So okay, just a minute guys. Okay, yes, you need to find out the T25. So now what you have the series, I can write this one, Tn. So now the Tn will be this one. So T25 will be, just put it, the value of n is 25. 5 multiplied by 25 minus 2 divided by 25 plus 1 square. Yes, so 25 plus 1 square, solve it. What? 5 multiplied by 25 minus 2, so it is 123 divided by 25 plus 1, 26 square, so 676. So 676, so it is the simplified form, 123 over 676. Okay, right? What we did? Again, I just repeat. First of all, we check the sequence of the numerator. Sequence of the numerator is what? 3 plus 5 8 plus 5 13 plus 5 18 plus 5 23. So for nth term you will have 5n minus 2. Now it is square of 2, clear, and we add 1, so in the 2, so if n is 2 is n, so we add 1, so it's become 3, square of 3 is 9, then we add 1, so square of n is 3, okay, n is 3, when we add 1, so it is what, 4 plus 3 plus 1 is 4, so square of 4 is 16, now n is 4, clear, so 4 plus 1 is 5, square of 5 is 25, now n is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, now the square of 6 is 36, n will be next is 6, it will be n plus 1, you will have 7, square of 7 is next, okay, so then you will move like this one as in the denominator, n plus 1 square, so your Tn, n at term is 5n minus 2n plus 1 square. So now just substitute T25, you get the answer. Similarly, you can do it for other terms, T25, T24 and so on. You got my point? So now move for other question. Okay. Yes. Okay. N equal to 2 multiplied by 3x multiplied by 5 power x. The lowest common multiple LCM of n and 360 is 16200. Yani 16,200. Find the value of x and the value of y. Okay, just first of all, what we need to write the LCM, we need to write the LCM, the prime factor, clear. The prime factor of n are given here, so prime factors, okay, so prime factor of n, what? Prime factor of n is 2 multiplied by 3x into 5 multiplied by y. Okay, now the prime factor of what? Prime factor of 360. Okay, prime factor of 360 is, prime factor of 360 are, just quickly do it fast. So prime factor of 360, we can do it here quickly. Yeah, 360. Similarly, achha, directly you can calculate the calculator as well, right? So now 2 180, okay, 2 ones are 2 and 2 180. Similarly, 2 9s are 18 and 0 and 2 45, okay, and similarly what, 3 9s are 45 and 3 3s are 9. What about this one, 3 ones are 3. So what I can write it, 2 power 3, right, and 3 5, no, okay, 3 5 9s are 45, sorry, this is 5 9s are 45, 5 9s are 45 and 3 3s are 9. So what I can write it here, we can write 2 power 3 multiplied by 3 power 2 multiplied by 5, okay, 2 power 3, then 3 power 2 and 5 power 1, I can write it. Okay, now the prime factor of LCM, okay, prime factor of LCM. LCM is what? LCM is in our equation is 16200. Okay, so you can find out the prime factor of this one. Okay, so the prime factor of this one is, I just write here directly. So 2 power 3 multiply by 3 power 4 and 5 power 2. You can do yourself in this way, or directly you can calculate with calculator as well. Okay, so now what about this one? Okay, what is the criteria of LCM? LCM, in this we select the highest power of number. Okay, so in 2, what is the highest power of number? The highest power of number is 2 की power 3. So when we calculate the LCM of this number, LCM of what? N and 360. What? LCM of n and 360, the common number is 2 and highest power of 2 is 2 की power 3. Okay, and similarly, so that 2 power 3 is here in this LCM. Yes, it is in here. Again, so we have to compare for 3. The highest power of 3 will be ultimately, according to this LCM, is 3 की power 4. So what about the x? 3 की power 4. Similarly, it is equal to x. Similarly, what about this one? Highest power of 5 is, again it will be 2. Why? You will have 2 in the LCM. So it means that is equal to y. So what about your, according to these LCM value, देखो what we did, recall this, just a minute. For example, this is your example, LCM of 4050. Okay, LCM of 4050 and 360. I have these two numbers. So what about the LCM of 4050? 2 multiplied by, these are the prime factor, 3 की power 4 and 5 की power 2. Similarly, the prime factor of 360 is 2 की power 3, 3 की power 2 and 5. Same kind of things. Okay, I found the prime factors of these two numbers, 405 and 360. Now what about the LCM? Compare this one. In LCM, which number you will write in case of the 2? Highest power of 2 is 2 की power 3. And what about this one? Highest power of 3 is 3 की power 4. Similarly, highest power of 5 is 5 की power 2. So LCM of this number will be, you can multiply. So your number will be, the LCM is, you can calculate it, you will have 6200, 16,200. Clear? So now, in case of LCM, we always select the highest power of the numbers. Okay, or in case of HCF, we always select the lowest power of the numbers. Okay, so now according to this highest power and the lowest power, your value of x, look at this one, when we compare these x and y, so value of x will be what? The value of x will be 4 and value of x will be, value of y will be 2. So now here, so x is 4 and y is 2. Clear? Right? So this is the way to find out the LCM. Okay, now similarly find the highest common factor HCF of n and 360. Okay, now you have the numbers here. N is what? So n is now what? We have found the values here. The n is 2 multiplied by 3. What is x? X is 4. Similarly 5. y 5, y is 2, and 360. Okay, 360 prime factors is 2 की power 3 and 3 की power 2 multiplied by 5. So in case of HCF, so what we do in case of HCF, we select the lowest value of power, clear, to find out the HCF. So now what about the lowest value here? So HCF of n and what? 360. Okay, right. So lowest power is 2, lowest power of 3 is 3 की power 2, lowest power of 5 is 5 की power 1. Multiply these number, your answer is 90. Okay, your answer is 90. Okay, clear? So just I repeat, in case of LCM we always pick the highest power of numbers, clear. Here you need to find out the value of x and y, clear. So first of all, the LCM is directly given 16,200. We just write the common factors, prime factors of 16,200. These are the prime factors. Why we did the prime factor? We calculate the prime factor is here to compare, because these prime factor will represent the highest value of highest power of 3, highest power of 5 and highest power of 2. So in this example, when we compare the prime factor of 360 and prime factor of n, so highest power of 2 is 2 की power 3, which is here. सही है. So again, so ultimately in case of the 3, highest power of 3 will be 3 की power x, that is 3 की power 4. So it means ke 4 is equal to x. Similarly, the highest power is here 5 की power 2. When the 5 की power 2, it means ke y is equal to 2. So now we compare y equal to 2, x equal to 4. Your answer is x equal to 4 and y equal to 2. We can put these values in case of n is in case of the value prime factor of n. So now the prime factor of n is becomes 2 multiplied by 3 की power 4 and multiply by 5 की power 2. Or now these are the prime factor of 360 already given in the question. We compare the lowest power values in case of the HCF. So in case of the HCF, the lowest power value of the 2 is 2. Similarly, the lowest power of 3 is 3 square and the lowest power of 5 is 5 की power 1. Multiply these number, you get the answer is 90. Clear? So now then in the next part, yes, in the next part, k is a positive integer. Okay, kn is a cube number. Okay, cube number, right? Find the smallest possible value of k. Okay, cube number means, what about the cube number? Cube number means ke always you will have the value, yani multiple of 3. Then multiple of 3 always will be a cube number. Clear? What are the multiple of 3? Multiple of 3 is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
6 is not a cube number.
No, multiple of 3 cube numbers. You have to make a cube number. So multiple of 3, I am writing here, you make a cube number. First of all, देखो multiple of 3, what are the multiple of 3? 3, 6, 9, okay, and what? 15. Okay, these are the multiple of 3. Okay, अब now you need to find out the value of k. Value of n is given. What is the value of n? Kn. Okay, kn is a cube number. Okay, I don't know the value of k. You need to find out the value of k. Value of k you need to find out. Okay, so just write k and just put it, n is here, 2 multiplied by 3 की power 4 and 5 की power 2. Okay, now you need to convert into cube number. Okay, so what should be the value of 2? Clear? What should be the value of 2 in k? That's it's become power 3 or the multiple of 3. So it means I just write the value of 2 की power 2. Okay, 2 की power 2. Yes, so when we write the 2 की power 2, so it means कि it will be like, because you will have 2 की power 1, 2 की power 2 plus 2 की power 1, it will be 2 की power 3. Clear? Right? Similarly, we need to put the value of k. Value of k is what? Value of k you need to put, yani what should be the value of 3? So value of 3, I just going to break down the k, expected value of k. So value of 3, yani power of 3 should be, to make the multiple of 3, okay, to multiple of 3, what should be? 3 की power 2. Am I right? 2 की power 2 plus 2 की power 1, it's become 2 की power, it's become multiple of 3. Similarly, 3 की power 2 plus 3 की power 4, when we take the common base and add the power, so it's become multiple of 3. Similarly, what should be the power of 5? Power of 5 should be 1. 1 plus 2, it's become multiple of what? Multiple of 3. So it means that it is this value. Okay, 2 3 4 5 की power 2, that is equal to, it is k and this one is this. So what should be the value of k? The value of k is 2 की power 2 multiplied by 3 की power 2 into 5 की power 1. So you can write it the answer, the value of k 2 की power 2. So 2 की power 2, 2 की power 2 multiply, okay, 2 की power 2, yes, 2 power 2 4 multiply by 3 की power 2, okay, multiply by 5, yes, 180. So your answer is 180. So k is 180. You got my point? Okay, now clear? I just repeat what हमने क्या किया है. We need to find out the value of k. It is a positive integer. Okay, and we know that the kn is a cubic number. Okay, in the cubic number there is a criteria that the power is moved in the form of multiple of 3. Okay, in the form of multiple of 3. n is given 2, 3 की power 4, 5 की power 2. And what should be the value of k? Because k is in the product form. So what should be the value of k? The value of k should be in that way कि after multiplication of kn, यानी product of kn, the powers of 2, 3 and 5 should be in the form of multiple of 3. You got my point? In the form of multiple of 3. So that's why there is power 1. So we need to add the power of 2, or we need to multiply power of 2 with power of 2 की power 1 with power of 2 की power 2. So it's become 2 plus 1, 3. Similarly, there is 3 की power 4. We need to multiply 3 की power 4 with 3 की power of with 3 square, because 3 square and 3 की power 4 becomes 3 की power 6. It is the multiple of 3. Again, now there is 5 square, so we have to multiply this 5 square with 5 की power 1. So 1 plus 2 becomes power 3. Okay, let's say if you have, there is power, if you have this number, for example, what, take it this example for understanding, for further understanding. Let's say kn is cubic number. Okay, cubic number, and n, for understanding, n is given 2 की power 2 multiplied by 3 की power 5 multiplied by 5 की power 3. Okay, you need to find out k निकालना है. Okay, अब now just multiply by 2 की power 2, 3 की power 5, 5 की power 3. Okay, you got my point. What should be the k की in k, what should be the value of 2? Is 2 की power 1. What in the case of 3? It is 5, 3 की power 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. What about the 5? Already you have the cubic form, so now there will be 5 की power 0. 5 की power 0 plus 3, it's become the 5 की power 3. So now what will be the k? K will be, yes, k will be 2 की power 1, 3 की power 1, 5 की power 0. So it is 2 की power 1 is 2 multiplied by 3 की power 1 is 3 and 5 की power 1 is 1. So you will have 2 3s are 6. The value of k will be 6. You got my point? Same kind of things you applied here. Clear? So why I explain in detail? Because it is little bit technical question. That's why I explain in detail ke how you solve this value. Okay? You got my point? Okay, so you got my point? Yes, now move forward. देखो, I am just trying to solve the questions in detail. Why I am trying to solve the question in detail? In those questions where you apply some technical skills, I am explaining in detail with separate page how you will solve, because it is not necessary the same kind of value you will have. So you have to be clear about what is the meaning of the cubic terms and other terms. Okay, that's why I am applying detailed techniques or detailed discussions to solve the questions. You got my points? So now move towards the question number 15. What about the question number 15? Okay, this is question number 15. Clear? Yeah, this is question number 15. The mass of bag of potatoes is 2.5 kg. Clear? The mass of bag of potatoes is 2.5 kg. Correct to the nearest 0.1 kg. Okay, write down the upper bound and the lower bound for the mass of a bag of potatoes. It's very simple. Okay, correct to the nearest one. There is the criteria for upper bound, mass of bag. Okay, mass of bag. Okay, 2.5 plus 0.1 divided by 2, 2.5 minus 0.1 divided by 2. This is the criteria to write the upper and the lower bound. 0.1 divided by 2 you will add in case of the upper bound in 2.5 kg, and you will subtract 0.1 divided by 2 in case of the lower bound. Okay, so your lower bound and upper bound, 2.5, 0.1 divided by 2. Okay, it is 0.5, so plus 2.5. okay, 2.55. so your upper bound is 2.55, your lower bound is 2.5 minus 0.05, so it is 2.45. 2.45, it is your lower bound. Okay, and next question is the mass of a box is 8.0 kg. Correct to the nearest 0.1 kg. Okay, calculate the upper bound for the total mass of box containing 12 bags of potatoes. Okay, when the bag contain, right, one bag, a bag contain one box. ठीक है, so the mass is 2.5 kg. ठीक है, mass of one bag of potato. Clear? One bag of potato mass is 2.5 kg. Okay, so 12 bags of potato mass will be what? 2.5 multiplied by 12. Okay, it is so 12 bags. So first of all, mass of 12 bags, it is 2.5 multiplied by 12. Okay, it is 2.5 multiplied by 2.5 multiplied by 12. Okay, right? So what about this one? It is 30 kg. Clear? It is 30 kg. Up with respect to this 30 kg, you have to decide the upper bound and lower bound. Okay, what value is given? In the previous example you will have the only one bag, and ultimately that's why you don't need to multiply with 12. Okay, here you will have the another mass of bags. With respect to that mass of bags, you need to decide the upper bound and the lower bound. Okay, so upper bound with respect to 8.0 kg, again nearest to the 0.1 kg, right? The same criteria applied here. Box. Okay, so 8.0 plus 0.1 divided by 2, 8.0 minus 0.1 divided by 2, right? So what about this one? It is your value, yani 8.0 minus 0.05, so you will have 7.95.
We have to calculate the upper bound.
Upper bound and lower bound with respect to 8.0. Okay, yeah, because look at this question. The mass of box is 8.0 kg. Correct to the nearest 0.1 kg.
Yes.
Clear? So decide the upper bound and lower bound with respect to this one pehle, and then add this value 30. Clear? and add the value of 30 as well. Just look at, just a minute. What about this one? 7 point, upper and lower bound of this. Upper and lower bound of this. What? The upper bound and lower bound is 7.95. Upper bound is what? Upper bound is 8.0, 8.0 plus 0.05. Okay, so it is 8.05. Okay, upper bound is 8.05. अब now that upper bound you will add with 30 kg. Clear?
Add or multiply?
Add with 30 kg. Okay, so if you need to find out the lower bound with respect to 30 kg, so what you did, you would add the 7.9. Clear? But the requirement in this question he is asking about the upper bound. तो अब आप क्या करोगे? अब आप 30 kg आप फाइंड आउट कर चुके हो. क्लियर? सो 30 kg अब आप upper bound will be, upper bound will be 8.05 plus 30. Clear? So what you have? Plus 30. 8.05 plus 30. 38.05. 38.05. It is your answer. It is your upper bound. Just listen. What was the question? Look at the question. What was the question? The mass of bags of potato is 2.5 kg. Clear? You need to write the correct to the nearest 0.1 kg. Find the upper bound and lower bound for one bag.
2.55 is upper bound and 2.45 is lower bound.
Clear? What you did? You add 0.05 in 2.5 and subtract 0.05 in from 2.5. Clear? अब look at this. He's saying कि in that question part B, the mass of a box. Clear? एक box है which mass is 8.0 kg. Clear? Okay. And first of all, you need to find out the upper and lower bound with respect to box. तो क्या होगा? Upper and lower bound with respect to box.
Why lower bound?
For example, if I am asking upper and lower bound both, तो क्या करोगे?
8 minus 0.05 and 8 plus 0.05.
Okay. Right? अब now here he is saying in that box, clear? He is going to put the what? 12 bags of potatoes. ठीक है? Mass of one bags of potato क्या था? 2.5. First of all, he multiply with 12.
Yes.
So it is the weight of total 12 bags, and that 12 bags put into the box of 8.0 gram kg. Clear? And find the upper bound. तो क्या करोगे? 30 plus upper bound of 8.1. You got the answer. Clear? बिल्कुल. तो it will be your final answer. Right? Clear? अच्छा, let's say just repeat it. I ask you find out the lower bound of this box. समझे क्या था? उसने कहा कि now you will have a box. Box has separate weight. What is the weight of the box is?
8 kg.
8 kg. So what will be the lower bound or upper bound of 8 kg is? Just subtract 0.05 from the 8 and add and subtract to find out the lower and upper bound. Clear? And in that box you just put the what? 12 bags of potatoes. 12 bags of potato उसके अंदर पुट कर दिए. वेट चेंज हो जाएगा. क्लियर? अब नाउ यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट द अपर एंड लोअर बाउंड ऑफ दैट बैग्स. क्या करोगे?
Add and subtract.
add and subtract, but you need, in requirement is here only find out the upper bound, so that's why we are going to add only. Clear bilkul? So that is the difference between the first part and the second part. You got my point? Clear? So now next, clear hua? What? Repeat again. Clear bilkul? Everything is clear? Okay, now move. The population of a town decreases exponentially at the rate of X% per year. Clear? The population of a town on 1st January 2022 was 1,20,000, and that population of a town on the 1st January 2023 was 102,885. Find the value of X. Okay, so what is the formula? सही है, it is the compound interest. Okay, and in case of decline, what we have? P equal to P naught into what? The formula is 1 minus X is rate into per year. Okay, so what is the difference? Rate कितना है? Time is from 2022 to 2023, is the time is 3 years. Okay, right? So time is 3 years. Clear bilkul? Now you need to find out the X. What about the P? The P is the value of final value of 2023, that is what? 102,885. What about the initial amount? P naught is initial amount. What was the initial amount? Was
1,20,000.
1,20,000.
So we will calculate the difference.
No, just 1 minus X% into 3. Clear? Just divide 102,885 divided by 12. Yes. So what? 102,885 divided by 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. So now what about this one? It is 0.857. 102,885 divided by 1,20,000 into 1 minus X% into 3. So it is 0.8573. Okay, अब now take it, the power is here. So when we solve this one, so it is 0.8573 power 1 over 3 equal to 1 minus X%. Am I right? So 1 minus X% is here. So you will have power 1 over 3. 1 over 3 power is what? 0.33. Clear? 1 over 3 power is 0.33. 0.333. Okay, so your answer is 0.950. Okay, so 1 minus X is 1 minus X% is 0.95. Okay, so finally you will subtract 1 minus 0.95, okay, and multiply by this one, with 100, so multiply by this one, so x percent equal to 5, so multiply by this one, x is 5. Okay, the value of x is 5. Clear? Okay, now after 1st January 2023, the population of town start to increase exponentially at the rate of 1.6% per year. Clear? Find the year in which the population of January 1st becomes more than 1,20,000. Okay, yeah, so 1,20,000 increase किया. Okay, it means what? Decrease होकर क्या हुआ? Decrease होकर, that was in 2023 1025,2885, that was decrease, after decrease. So finally वो कह रहा है in 2022-23 that was 1,20,000, and initial was what? Initial will be 102,885 into 1 plus 1.6% into t. You need to find out the time period. Clear? अब just divide 1 to divide by 102,885. Okay, so after divide 1.1663, okay, that equals to 1 plus 1.6 divided by 100 into t. Okay, so now it is 1.6 divided by 100 plus 1, it is 1.016 into t. Okay, 6. Okay, now what should be the value of t? Okay, look at here. If we 016 t का स्क्वायर यानी 2 years, ओके 2 years करते हैं, so after square that value should be greater than 1.1663. Clear? So you need to find out the number of years in which year that value becomes more than this one. Clear? So now take it the square. Okay, no, after square look at this value, it is 1.0332. Clear? Now we take a cube, 1.016 power 3. Okay, again it is less than, look at this one, after cube it is less than this one when we take the cube. Just a minute guys. Okay, मैं close कर दूं calculator. Okay, now I put 1.016 power 5 यानी after 5 years. Okay, again 1.0828, it is less than this one, it is less than this one. Okay, it is still less than this one. Okay, so look at this one. If we substitute 1.016 power 9, it is 1.15, it is 1.16. Okay, now we put the power 10, 1.016 power 10. Okay, after power 10, after 10 years, 1.17 you will have, more than this value. Clear? So it means ke what will be the value of t? The value of t will be 10 years. After 10 years your population will be more than 1,22,000. Clear? So t value will be 10 years. सही है? Will be 10 years. Clear? Now next,
1 hour.
no, क्या करें? हाँ तो 1 घंटे ज़्यादा हो गया तो होने दो. Okay, so now look at this one. Question number 17. Okay, question number 17. In the question number 17 we need to find out, in the question number 17 we need to sketch the graph. Sketch the graph of each functions. Show the value where each graph intersect the y-axis. Okay, guys, one important thing. ठीक है, the equation is yx की power 3. Okay, look at this one. For example, y x की power 3 minus 3. Okay, we assume that y equal to x की power 3. Okay, x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2. Clear? Now x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 2, x equal to minus 3. Clear? What? X equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and minus 1. When x equal to 0, you will be here. When x equal to 1, yeah, when x equal to 1, so 1 की power 3 will be 1. X equal to 1, so you will be here. Okay, when x equal to 2, so what? The x equal to 2, so the value is 8. The value is 8. Okay, so you will be like this one. You got my point? And when x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 1, so value of x equal to minus 1, so 1 minus 1, so you need to move downward, so 1 over 1 is minus 1 is here. Value of x is minus 1, so y is here. Clear? Ab now the value of x is minus 2, so minus 2. So what? Minus 8. Similarly you will be minus 2, minus 8. So you will like this one. Clear? So your graph will be like this one. Okay, your graph will be look like this one, right? You got my point? So your graph will be look like this one. Yeah. Okay, so it means that I can write it here. The value of y intercept when value of x equal to 0, y intercept is -3. Okay, is -3. Yeah, when y equal to 0, the y equal to 0, okay, the value of x is what? The value of x you can find out when the y equal to 0. The value of x you can find out what? So it means y equal to 0, the 3 cube root of 3 is 3 is 1.44. You can check it. The cube root of 3 is 1.44. So yeah, just you can mark is here. When y equal to 0, x cube equal to, so minus x की power 3 equal to 0. So x equal to 3 की power 1/3, that is 1.44. Clear? So similarly, when the value of x equal to 0, y equal to -3. So now x equal to 1. This is 1 and it is, for example, 1.44. So you will have this kind of the curve. Because we have decided the cubical function like this one in previous case. Okay, look at this one. What about this one? y equal to 3x, 3 की power x. Okay, when the value of y equal to 3 0 equal to 1, y equal to 3 की power 1 equal to 3, y equal to 3 की power 2 equal to 9. Okay, so now when the y equal to 0, x equal to 0, the value of y is 1. The value of y is, for example, 1. When x equal to 1, the value of y is, for example, 1. Value of y is 3. Let's say 3. Clear? When x equal to 2, the value of y is, for example, 9. Look at this here. When x equal to -1, y equal to 3 minus 1, so it is 1/3. So that is equal to 0.33. So now when -1, so it is 0.33. So you will look like this graph. Y equal to 3x. It is y equal to x की power 3 minus 3. You got my point? Okay. Now question number 18. Okay. Question number 18 is what? There are two lines. Equation of line L is y equal to x upon 5 plus 3. There are two lines. This is line L and this is line M. Okay, write down the gradient of line L. So gradient is very simple. General form of the equation is y equal to mx plus c. Okay, just arrange in this way. Y equal to 1 over 5 x plus 3. So now compare this one. So m is 1 over 5. So now the gradient of equation m equal to 1 over 5. Okay, similarly of the line L. अच्छा, line M is parallel to the line L. So it means that if these two lines are parallel to each other, the slope of this line will be 1 over 5. Okay, so line M crosses the x-axis at point A. Clear? Right? X-axis point A. Point A को x-axis पे cross कर रही है, and the y-axis at point B. Y-axis को point B पे cross कर रही है, and the coordinate of point A are given is here. These are the coordinate what 15 and 0. Right? Show that the coordinate of point B is 0 and minus 3. Right? So first of all, in case of the two parallel lines, right, we can use this slope for line M, and the line M is passes through the point A. So these points satisfy the line. Okay, find out the x and y intercept of this line. Okay, y equal to mx plus c. Line M. Okay, yes, passes through point A is what? 15 and 0. So now put the value of this one. What about the M is 1 over 5. So now put here y is 0 equal to M is 1 over 5, x is what? 15, and c 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. So the answer of C is minus 3. Clear? Answer of C is minus 3. So what you did, you need to find out the point of this line. So again, so ultimately the answer is point C for this line. So you can write here it is y-intercept clear. So now it, in case of this point B, what about this point B? The point B, x will be 0. Why? This point lie on the y-axis. Okay, so now, so it means the point B has the point 0 and minus 3. because 3 is y-intercept of this line. Okay, which you have find out the y-intercept of this line M. So this is y-intercept of line of M. So it means B is 0 minus 3. Okay, proved. You got my point? Okay. Ab now next of this part, line N is the perpendicular bisector of the line joining point A and B. Line N crosses x-axis at point C. Okay, here वो कह रहा है कि भाई the line N perpendicular bisector of line A and B. This is line A and B. Perpendicular bisector means कि it always divide or bisect this line between midpoint of A and B. Clear? Vertically between passes through the midpoint of line A and B and makes an angle of 90 degree. So it is called perpendicular bisector. So it means, for example, this is the midpoint. Okay, this is line N. Okay, and what he is saying it is crosses x-axis at point C. This is point C, right? Find the coordinate of point C when it is crosses x-axis. So ultimately y-intercept will be 0. You need to find out the value of x only. Clear? So in case of the perpendicular bisector, we always need to find out what? We need to find out the midpoints, clear, and slope. Or in case of the perpendicular bisector, if you have the slope of the line, so negative reciprocal of that slope will be equal to the slope of perpendicular line. Clear? So now you need to find out the two important thing here. First of all, slope of perpendicular line, slope of N, it is M dash, that is equal to minus 1 over M. Am I right? So it is minus 1 over 5. So that is equal to minus 5. Clear? Now, why? Because M was 1 over 5. Similarly, midpoint A and B. Okay, so what about the midpoint? M is what? Calculate. B already you have. What about the B? A is this one, B is this one. So now the x, sum of x coordinate, 0 plus 15 divided by 2. Similarly, 0 minus 3 divided by 2. What? 15 divided by 2 and 3 divided by 2. So now it is 7.5 comma minus 1.5. Clear? This is the midpoint. Ultimately that midpoint satisfy the line of N, to equation of N. So now you can find out the equation of N is here. Equation of N, y equal to what? Mx plus c. So what about this one? Y is minus 1.5, M is minus 5, X is 7.5. What about the C? C is what? Okay. 7.5 multiplied by 5. Okay. 37.5. So now 37 will become positive here. So minus 1.5, 36. So C is 36. C is 36. Okay. Y intercept is 36. So equation of the line is this one. Okay. And this equation is passes through the equation of line. So y equal to what? Minus 5x plus 36. Okay. What equation of n? अब this line passes through point C. Point C से pass कर रही है. What does it means at the point C? Look at the point C. At point C, what will be the y coordinate? Y coordinate will be 0. Why? Because it is passes through the point along x-axis. So crosses the x-axis. So it means कि y will be the 0. Just put it, the y 0 is here, and find out the value of x. Put y equal to 0. So 0 equal to minus 5x plus 36. So now 5x equal to 36. So x equal to 36 divided by 5. So what about the x equal to 36 divided by 5? 36 divided by 5, 7.2. Okay. 36 divided by 5, 7.2. So it means 7.2 and 0. These are the coordinate of C. Clear? Now next question. Question number 19. अब do it fast. Okay, quickly. Yes. Question number 19. Yes. What about the question number 19? Question number 19 is related to the Venn diagram. A group of 22 students are asked if they study economics or history H. ठीक है. The Venn diagram shows the results. Okay, economics. This is economics student. How many student study economics? 7 plus 5, 12. How many student study history? 5 plus 4 is 9. And total and 6 are remaining. Those do not study history and economics. Okay, so total number of student is this one, 22 student. You can do calculate sum as well. Okay, write the number of student who study both economics and history. Economics and history. Okay, so when this is the intersection point, so this circle represent the intersection point. So economics and history. So now intersection of economics and history is what? What? 5. Am I right? Okay, so find out the number of student who studied economics but do not study history. H complement. H complement. H that complement means कि those students do not study history. Okay, right. Yes. So first of all we write the number of economics. 7,5. Okay, for economics student 7,5. Okay, those do not study H complement, do not study don't study history. Clear? Don't study history. Yeah. How many? Okay, so it means ke do not study history 7 and 6. Clear? 7 and 6. What is the intersection point? Yeah, intersection point is 7. You got my point? Yeah. Okay. 3 of the students from the groups are selected at random. Okay. In both groups, you selected 3 students. Find the probability that all study history. Okay. All study history. So, how many total number of students? Is total number of students are 22. Clear? And it means for first student the probability of history will be 9 over 22. For second student will be 8 over 22, because one is going to be selected. One is selected, so remaining how many students are remaining? 8. For other student is 7 over 28. So take the product. By first you have selected, what will be the probability of the first student?
9 over 22.
9 over 22. Okay. How many are remaining? One is selected. So how many are remaining? 8. So for the second is history student, what will be the probability is? 8 over 22. For the third student, what will be the probability? 7 over 22. You got my point? Clear? Yeah. So probability for 3 सही है, for 3 history student. Clear? So what? For 3 history student, what? 9 over 28 multiply by what?
9 over 28 or 22?
Sorry, 22. 9 over 22. Okay. Second, 8 over 22 multiply by 7 over 22. Clear? Because you have selected 3 students. So probability of the first student will be 9 over 22. Probability of the second student will be 8 over 22. Probability of the third student will be 7 over 22, because 2 students already being selected. Okay? Right? So just multiply is, yeah. So 9 multiply by 8 multiply by 7. Okay. 50 4 and 22. Excuse me. सही है. And 10 and 22 multiply by, so yes, 22 multiply by 22, yes, just a minute, is 9 over 22. 1 is going to be selected. Okay, so total number of students are is what? 9 over 22 multiply by, okay, 9 over 22, 8 over 22, 7 over 22. Clear? So 22 cube na, 22. In the denominator you will have the cube of 22. So 10648. So 10648. 504 divided 10648. 0.07. Okay. Just a minute. Hold down. Just a minute. Hold down. Just break for 2 minutes. पानी पी लूँ. Just 2 minutes break. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Sorry. Okay. So now we were on the question number this one. कि 3 history student are selected. So the first probability is 9/22 and the second will be 8/21 because one student has been selected already ना. So remaining की probability क्या होगी? Total number of out of total number of student 22 थे, 1 subtract हो जाएगा तो it will be 21. Let me correct. And now it will be 7/20. So what you have? You will have 22 multiplied by 21 multiplied by 20. Okay, so it is 21. So you will have 9240. Okay, so 504 divided by 9240. Yeah, so probability is 0.05. It is your probability to history student. Okay, now move forward. question number 20. Yeah. Look at the question number 20 is here. Question number 20 is y is inversely proportional to x minus 3 का square. Y equal to 4 when x equal to 7. Find the value of y when x equal to minus 2. It's very simple. Y inversely proportional to 1 over x minus 3 का square. So y equal to k over x minus 3 का square. Clear? Put the value of y. 4 equal to k upon 7 minus 3 का square. Yes, solve it. So it is 7 minus 3 what? 4. So now the 4 का cube and this one is 4 multiplied by 4 cube. Yeah, 256. Okay, so k is 256. So it is,
But K is 64.
just a minute. नहीं, okay, just let me solve it. 256 wrong. K is 64. Yes, because it is 4 multiplied by 4 की power square equal to k. So k is 64. Clear? So k is 64. Now find out the value of y. So y equal to k 64 divided by x की value. Now the 2 minus 3 square.
Minus 2 minus 3 square.
Minus 2 minus 3. Okay, sorry, minus 2 minus 3. So now 64 over minus 5 square. So minus 5 is 25. So 64 divided by 25. So you will have 2.56. So y equal to 2.56. So 2.56. Okay. Now next, solve the equation, this one. Okay, it's very simple. Solve this equation. So it is 2x plus 1. Take the LCM. It will be 5x plus 5 for the 20 divided by x plus 4 equal to x. Now it is 7x plus 21 and it is equal to x square plus 4x. So now the equation is x square minus 3x and minus 21 equal to 0. Apply quadratic formula because we cannot factor out this one. So now the quadratic formula is this one. X equal to minus b. Minus b is minus 3 into 3 plus
minus 3 into minus 3.
Minus 3 square. Minus 3 square minus 4 into what? 4 into a is 1 into minus 21. Okay, divided by what? Divided by is what? 2a 1. So now you can look at here. It is 3 plus minus 3 का square and this is 3 square minus 21 plus, so 3 square 9 plus 21 fours are 84 and divided by 2. So 84 plus 9 93. Clear? So Okay, look at this one. 84 plus 9. What about this one? 4AC. So 93. Yeah. So it is 93. So x equal to 3 plus minus 2. Right? So just find out the value of x through this one. So finally you will have the value of x is, you can do yourself quickly, the value of x is 6.32 and minus 3.32. Clear? So these are the answers correct to the two decimal places. Okay, 6.32 and 3.32. we cannot round off these values because all the values, the after decimal, after points, we have the values less than, numbers we have the values less than 5. Okay, so now it is your final answer. Now next is question number 22. Question number 22. Look at this diagram. The diagram ABCD. Okay, it is the field, form of the field. Calculate AB. You have to calculate this AB. Achha, this triangle ABD, it's become a right angle triangle. It's become a right angle triangle. Okay, so when it's become a right angle triangle, so according to the right angle triangle, you can find out this is adjacent, AB is adjacent, and it is 90 degree, that will be the hypotenuse. Okay, so you can find out, you can apply the cos theta. Okay, in case of the right angle triangle, so cos 42 degree equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. Okay, what about the adjacent? Adjacent AB equal to hypotenuse is BD, that is equal to 495. So now you can find out the cos 42 cos 42, yes, 0.73. cos 42 is 0. Cos 42 is 0. Cos 42 is not in the 45. Yeah, 42. Cos 42 is 0.73. You can apply here. So similarly 0.73, 0.743 multiply by what? 495 equal to AB. So now 0.743 multiply by 495. So your answer is 367. 367, round off is 368. Clear? So your round off is, it is AB is 367.78. so now it is 368 meter. Okay, so 368 meter. Yes. Okay, show that angle BDC 61.5 degree correct to the 1 decimal place. Okay, you need to find out angle BDC, this angle. Okay, you need to find out this angle. How you will find out this angle? You will find out this angle. Now apply the law. What is the rule? The rule is here that first of all, it is not the right angle triangle. Okay, when you don't have the right angle triangle and you don't have any angle in the triangle, so you apply a cosine law. Clear? If you have two angles and that triangle is not a right angle triangle, so you can apply a sine law. But here you cannot apply a sine law, you can apply a cosine law, because there is no angle is given here. We don't know any angles, and this triangle is not a right angle triangle as well as. ठीक है? So now triangle BDC, triangle BDC is not right angle triangle. Clear? Is not right angle triangle. So now apply the cosine law. So what is the formula of the cosine law? ठीक है? The formula of the cosine law is, look at this one. You need to find out this angle BD. Okay, so opposite to this angle, what? Opposite to this angle is 580. ठीक है? Take the square of 580. Take the square of 580. That is equal to, this is A and B, that is equal to square of what? Square of 620 degree plus 495 minus 2. 620 into 495 cos D. What is cos D? Cos D निकालना है, cos D degree. Okay, you need to find out. Okay, just solve it quickly. 580 square is what? 3,336,400. Yeah, 36400. Similarly, square of 620 square is what? Equal to 3,84400 plus 495 square is 245,025 minus 260 multiplied by 495 multiplied by 2. Yes, 257,400 cos D degree. Okay, so first of all solve these values. So now add these values and subtract it from this one. So 3,84400 plus 245,025, this one, and it is going to be subtract from this value. So now 3 36400 minus 629425 clear equal to minus 257,400 cos d degree. Okay, so now this value minus 336,400, it is minus 293025 divided by minus 257,400 equal to cos d degree. So now finally divide by 257,400, minus minus cancel out, clear. So divided by this one, your answer is 1 point this one. To find out the cos d and cos inverse, shift cos. Okay, so what about this one? It is just a minute, 293025 divided by 257,400. Okay, 1.384. So 1.1384 equal to cos d degree. Okay, so now the cos d degree is what? So shift cos inverse 1.1384, shift cos inverse 1 point, okay, shift cos inverse, just a minute, shift cos 1.1384 cos inverse, yes, shift cos inverse. So it is equal to shift cos inverse, shift cos inverse 1.1384. No, cos inverse is, so it is just a minute, there is some mistake, I think. Let me correct. The first denominator is wrong. Just a minute. Let me correct the denominator. So denominator is what? So denominator is 2 multiplied by this one. So this value is wrong. It is just a minute. 2 multiplied by 260 and this one 2 multiplied by 620 multiplied by 495. Okay, yes, this value is, please correct this value. This value is this one. What? It is 613800. So now it is let me correct. Minus 293025 divided by 613,800. Clear? So now this is this one, minus cancel, calculate this one, 293025 divided by 613,800. Okay, this value. So now calculate the cos inverse of this value, 0.477. so shift cos inverse 0.4777. okay, look at this one, 61.46. okay, 61.46. now when you round off this value, so it's become 61.5. okay, so D degree is 61.46, that is equals to 61.5 degree. okay, so angle D is proved. now it is 61.5 degree. We have calculated this one. You got my point? okay, sorry for disturbance because there was some calculation mistake. okay, look at the part B is here. What about the part B? A second path crosses the field from C to meet BD. okay, BD यहाँ से C से स्टार्ट हो रहा है एक पाथ, BD को मीट कर रहा है at point X. clear? You need to find out the distance CX. okay, this is the path. okay, at point X, this distance you need to find, CX. ये निकालना है. okay, look at this one, it is the right angle triangle. yes, it is the right angle triangle. okay, now in case of the right angle triangle, we know that this is adjacent. okay, and against this 90 degree angle, it is hypotenuse, and this is perpendicular. so in case of the sine law, what about the sine law? Sine law says we can apply the formula of what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse in case of the sine law. clear? So now we are applying the sine law here. Look at this one, keep it here. Sine law is what? Sine law कह रहा हूँ, sorry, sin theta, यानी trigonometric ratio is sin theta is what? Sin theta is what? The perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular is CX, hypotenuse is what? 620 degree, and theta is 61.5 degree multiplied by CX divided by 620. so sine 61.5, it is 0.87 multiplied by 620, so 544.88. तो CX equal to 544.86, it is equal to 545. so CX is 545. okay, CX is 545 meter. You got my point? So we have completed kilometer per hour. okay, ये तो आ गया CX meter. अब now he is saying what? Lara takes 6 minutes 24 seconds to walk along path CX. okay, Lara walks along this path takes what? 26 minutes 24 seconds to walk along this path cx. Clear? Now you need to find out the average speeds. Okay, first of all, convert what you have the kilometer per hour. Okay, now the distance is given in meter, so convert meter into kilometer per hour. Okay, so yes, so what is the criteria? Yes, 1 kilometer equal to what?
1000 meters.
1000 meters. Equal to 1000 meters. So 1 meter equal to 1 over 1000 kilometer equal to 1 meter. Okay, you need to convert what? 545 meter equal to 545 divided by 1000, so kilometer, so it is equal to, so 545 meter equal to 0.545 km. Okay, now we have convert into kilometer. Okay, convert this into hours. So 6 minutes 24 seconds. Directly you can convert into hours. How? 0 hours 6 minutes 24 seconds. Okay, 0 hour 6 minutes 24 seconds, it is 8 over 75. Yeah, so time equal to 6 minutes and 24 seconds, so t equal to 8 over 75. 8 over 75 hours. Okay, 8 over 75 hours. Now calculate the average speeds. Average speed formula is average speed what? Average speed equal to distance divided by total time. Yes, what about the distance? Distance is 0.545 divided by total time 8 over 75. Okay, so yes, yeah, look at. Okay, so 6 minutes it is equal to this one. Average speed is distance divided by the total time, so it is 0.454 multiplied by 75, this one divided by 8, so it is equal to 4.256. So 4.256 256 kilometer per hour. Okay, so that was question number 22. Now question number 23 and 24 we have to complete, so I will share in the coming video of question number 23 and 24. Okay, thank you so much guys for your patience, and inshallah hopefully that video will be helpful for you. So remaining two questions 23 and 24 I will solve in my coming video. That will take I think 5 to 10 minutes for solution. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.